From WNYT Albany, News Channel 13 live at 4 begins right now with a first warning alert day.
And breaking right now, Albany Memorial Hospital evacuated due to significant flooding after a water pipe burst. All staff, any patients inside at the time were asked to leave. And all this as the rain and wind pick up from the remnants of Hurricane Debby. Right now, it is a first warning alert day. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube-only 4 o'clock newscast. I'm Sabrina Dami. Reporter Zach Richter will join us with that breaking news from Albany Memorial Hospital in just a moment. But first, as we said, it is a first warning alert day. Heavy rain, strong winds picking up. We have flash flood warnings, tornado watches as the remnants of Hurricane Debby arrive to the capital region. Our weather team has called for a first warning alert day today. So we begin with meteorologist Craig Gold tracking it all as it continues to move in. Craig, what's the latest?
Yeah, Sabrina, it's obviously been a very active day. We saw some storms earlier, and now we're really starting to see the bulk of this begin to rotate on in. It's moving pretty quickly, but the problem is we've got this training effect of very heavy rain ongoing. Anywhere where you see this red right here, that red filling in, that is a flash flood warning till 6 o'clock west of Albany, and now it has been extended from Albany proper eastward into Troy and a good chunk of Rensselaer County as well. So we continue to watch this as it does progress off toward the east. There you see that flash flood warning in effect from Albany eastward until 6:45 as this real heavy batch of rain that's producing rates of rainfall of 1 to 2 inches an hour continues to push on through. On top of that, we also have the potential for isolated spin-up tornado as well, as is the case with a lot of tropical systems that come on through. We continue to watch as this thing is hauling now, moving at a screaming pace. You could see the back edge of that heavy rain is going to push through likely within the next 2 to 3 hours. You can see tornado watches up and down from the North Country all the way down to northern Jersey. Hours in town extending until 10 o'clock this evening. So we'll be watching this carefully as this heavy round of showers and thunder continues to push on through, okay? So it'll move on through late afternoon into the early evening. Here we are at 6:30. It looks like the bulk of it has now moved into the Taconics and western New England. And then it looks like this is all out of here probably by 9, 10 o'clock at night. At least the bulk of it should be gone. So we'll continue to watch this. I'll have much more of this coming up in my full forecast, including a look at the weekend in just a bit. Sabrina?
All right, Craig, thank you. Let's get to that breaking news now from Albany Memorial Hospital. The entire hospital has been evacuated after a water pipe burst, causing significant flooding. Reporter Zach Richter joins us live from outside the hospital with what we know right now. Zach, what's the latest there?
Good evening, Sabrina. Well, the hospital is currently under diversion. Their emergency room has been diverted. And joining me now is Kim Baker. She's the Senior Vice President of Hospital Operations here at St. Peter's. And Kim, how did this all begin?
Well, we had a pipe burst in one of our physical therapy areas, so that caused a significant flood on our first floor.
And how long are they expecting this to take for the cleanup?
We are expecting 3 to 4 days for cleanup and resuming business safely.
And there probably won't be any business here for about 3 to 4 days. That's correct?
Well, as we know now, it could be sooner, but that's the maximum period of time, right? We want to keep everyone safe, so.
And what about, is there any damage inside the hospital from this?
Yes, there's damage to the wall, damage to the floors, what you would expect, and we're in the process of cleanup.
Okay. Kim, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Sabrina, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Zach Richter with the update, the breaking update from there. Thank you very much. It doesn't happen often as we turn back to the weather, but it happened today with Tropical Depression Debby bearing down on the capital region. Now, the New York Racing Association decided to cancel racing today at Saratoga Racecourse. But even though the thoroughbred track is dark, there appears to be a silver lining for others in Saratoga Springs. Downtown Saratoga Springs was packed today. A lot of people strolling the sidewalks. They were shopping and dining, taking in the unique ambiance of the Spa City. In addition, many people who ordinarily would have been at the track placing their bets decided to try their luck at the Saratoga Casino. Vice President of the casino, Skip Carlson, says there was a noticeable uptick in players there today.
I know that at this time we would normally have maybe 300 machines in place. So I looked on the computer before I came over. We have almost 450 machines in place. So it's almost a 50% increase.
It's been really good for us. We just brought a lot of people in, a lot of large groups. We normally are pretty busy for lunch, but we've noticed an increase in larger parties, people just sitting at the bar wanting to watch TV, a lot of people from out of town as well.
Racing is set to resume tomorrow as the track reopens as scheduled. Today, a major update on a key road in the city of Troy that has been closed for construction for a long time now. Campbell Avenue is back open and the work is nearly finished there. Stella Porter was there as the mayor of Troy made the announcement and discussed the impact this has all had on businesses.
The removal of these construction barriers along Campbell Avenue in Troy today mark the end of an important, but for some businesses, painful construction project.
We're here to say Campbell Ave is opening officially today.
The more than $1 million project brings lead pipe removal plus much needed drainage and sidewalk improvements to make the important artery more accessible to cars and people.
All new catch basins, all new manholes, all new drainage pipes.
Several weeks ago, a couple businesses along Campbell Avenue told us they may soon have to close their doors as road closures squeeze their businesses.
We're struggling here. We're taxpayers. We've been here for 49 years.
Today, Mayor Carmela Mantello pushing back against businesses' complaints, saying voters asked her to please fix the road during her campaign. Mike Coca of Franklin Hospitality Group praised the project Friday. Mantello tells News Channel 13 she believes some businesses should have been more prepared for the project that began in June.
I was begged by those very folks, we need Campbell Ave done. Like, it's killing our business with the drainage. We're getting it done now. But saying that your business model, you have to predicate your business model on the construction. Obviously, not in their books, et cetera. And, clearly maybe they had other issues prior because, to the 7 weeks here is not going to shut down a business.
Some portions of the road will close temporarily to fix drainage in several areas as crews continue making repairs for a few weeks. In Troy, Stella Porter, News Channel 13.
Let's take a live look outside on this first warning alert day. That's a look at Albany. The rain is coming down in some spots, the wind picking up in some spots as well. You see the camera shaking a little bit there. Meteorologist Craig Gold is tracking it all. He's back with your first warning forecast.
On first warning alert days, we don't waste a minute.
We are interrupting the news at this point because this takes precedent.
Severe weather can happen at any time.
There's been a confirmed tornado on radar.
We know that you are depending on us from that moment until the danger has passed.
We were watching Paul Cayano on your channel. We ran for the basement.
Our team will be right here to keep you informed and safe.
Do not stay outdoors at this moment because the storm is coming.
First warning 13, severe weather coverage you can trust.
News Channel 13 is your go-to station for live coverage of breaking news in the capital region and beyond.
Our full team coverage brings you closer to the news so you can see what's actually happening in your community.
With real-time updates so you never miss a beat.
See for yourself how the story unfolds in real time.
Watch News Channel 13, breaking news coverage you can trust.
This afternoon, News Channel 13 salutes Sergeant Bill McDonough from Troy. Bill served in the Army during the Korean War. He was awarded a Bronze Star and a Purple Heart for his heroic actions. We salute him and we thank him for his service. All right, it's about the rain coming down. We have the wind picking up. That's a live look right now at the Northway where it meets I-90. And Craig, you can see the roads are wet. Looking outside just from the newsroom, you see the trees whipping around.
It's
now
about to get a whole lot wetter, a whole lot windier out there, too, as that main line of showers and storms will push on through. I know we had a couple of storms earlier today in the morning. This is going to be the one that potentially produces flooding. And as a result, they've issued a flash flood warning through 6:45 for the immediate capital district. There's a live look outside now at downtown Albany as we are just waiting the arrival of that heavy line, which is literally sitting just off to the west. It's over the western half of Albany County at this point, and it continues to push on in. In addition to that, we also do have a tornado watch up until 10 o'clock as there is a good amount of spin in the atmosphere. We've been able to break out a little bit of sunshine actually from Albany eastward, and so that's sort of fuel to the fire. So we'll have to wait and see on how all that plays out. No tornado warnings as of now. I don't want to say that out loud because I don't want to tempt nature, right? So we'll see what happens here. But we are continuing to monitor this very heavy line of showers and some embedded thunder in there. Flash flood warning west of Albany until 6 o'clock. And then from Albany eastward, that goes until 6:45. So very heavy downpours right now over the Helderbergs. We're watching that continue to encroach upon the downtown Albany area. There you can see that secondary flash flood warning that was just issued a short while ago. And this is all working its way east. The problem is we continue to see this very heavy rain training one cell on top of another going from south to north. And as long as it does that, we're looking at rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches an hour at this point. Anywhere where you see that yellow and green right over here, this is where we've picked up about 1 to 2+ inches of rain so far. And that is working its way on eastward into the capital district and also for points east into western New England. This thing's moving at a pretty rapid clip now as the jet stream has picked it up and it's going to slingshot it out of here before we know it. In fact, I really do think by about 9-10 o'clock, we're pretty much done with this altogether. This is the heaviest line right here that's pushing through as we speak. So over the next few hours, again, this is where we're going to have our issues here as this real heavy rain continues to push on into the area over the next 2 to 3 hours. Once it is east of us, I think by about 9-10 o'clock, we should be in good shape. We just might see a couple of sprinkles out there, but overall we should see some drying through the overnight tonight. And the weekend looks great. In fact, we should wind up with both days mostly sunny, highs near 80, just a chance of a spotty shower west of the capital district tomorrow, mainly over the mountains. But overall, things look pretty good once we get past this. So bottom line here is that we're looking at a localized flooding threat for today and for tonight. So you're really going to want to stay weather aware Stay tuned to us for updates online and on air. You'll want to watch as well for the additional tornado threat through at least the early evening. And then it looks like we do have the all clear for the weekend. So good news there. Your forecast overnight tonight, again, periods of heavy rain and thunder out there. It'll be breezy and muggy. It all ends before midnight likely. And then for tomorrow, looking at temperatures in the lower 80s, it becomes mostly sunny. It'll be breezy out there, but it'll be a whole lot nicer than what we're dealing with right now. Quick check of the 7-day forecast as we do look to see temperature is nice and comfortable on Sunday into Monday, as we should be in the upper 70s. We're back to the low 80s starting on Tuesday, and we'll hold off any chance for any wet weather, get a much needed break from the rain until we get to Thursday and Friday, where we could see some scattered showers. But beyond that, we're good.
I know this is arriving as we speak, Craig.
Yes.
Is it panning out exactly as you thought it would?
Pretty much. I mean, it looks like we were going to get the real heavy downpours by late afternoon, early evening. That's exactly how it's playing out. We'll have to watch for the tornado threat and also localized flooding as well.
I know you'll be here. Paul will be here shortly as well. Thank you so much. We'll have another update from Craig on the latest on the forecast coming up at 5 o'clock here on YouTube. And of course, the latest at 6 o'clock on News Channel 13. We'll see you then.